Who profited most from the transatlantic slave trade? Imagine a system that generated billions of dollars while causing unimaginable suffering. That's what the transatlantic slave trade was all about. It was a huge business with many winners, but some made more money than others. Let's look at who really profited from this dark chapter in history. European countries like Portugal, Britain, France, Spain, and the Netherlands led the way. Portugal and Britain transported the most enslaved Africans across the Atlantic. British ports such as Liverpool, London, and Bristol were responsible for nearly one-third of all slave voyages. These nations built powerful economies by supplying enslaved labor to plantations and mines in the Americas. They produced goods like sugar, tobacco, and cotton, which were sold worldwide. These exports made European traders and investors incredibly wealthy. In the Americas, plantation owners and merchants also gained huge profits. In the United States, companies like Franklin and Armfield bought enslaved people in the Chesapeake region and sold them in the Deep South. They transported thousands of enslaved Africans each year to work on cotton plantations. The more enslaved people they sold, the more money they made. This system kept the economy growing at the expense of millions of lives. African leaders and traders also played a role. They captured and sold people from inland regions to European traders along the coast. They exchanged enslaved individuals for European goods like alcohol, beads, and cloth. These transactions fueled conflicts and raids within Africa, causing long-lasting damage to their societies. While they profited, it was part of a tragic system that tore communities apart. European banks and financial institutions also benefited. They provided loans, insurance, and investments to support the trade and plantation economies. German and Italian bankers, for example, helped fund ships and plantations, extending profits beyond just traders. All these groups, European nations, American plantation owners, African traders, and financial institutions, created a vast economic network. They made enormous wealth from the forced labor and suffering of millions of enslaved Africans. This trade laid the foundation for many economies in the Atlantic world but caused immense pain and loss for Black communities. Understanding who profited from this trade helps us see how deeply rooted racial slavery is in economic history. It also reminds us of the resilience and strength of Black Americans, who fought against this brutal system and built rich cultural and social movements that shape the United States today.